Happy Tuesday, Pink Fresh friends. Our latest release, called Kindness in Bloom, is now live and available for purchase in our online shop. It is a release full of lovely products, and I'm excited to share all of them with you today. First, let's take a look at some items that we are adding into our Essentials collection in the Kindness in Bloom release. We have two new standalone die sets. These are really beautiful frames that are versatile, and I think you will use them time and time again on your paper crafting projects. Up first is our dotted fancy frames. This is a 6-piece die set. The great thing about this set is you have the outer die, which is the beautiful shape, but also has that dotted design along the border. And then you get an inner die as well, which is just a standard die. It doesn't have the border, but what this allows you to do is to create a nice thin frame with that design. Now you can use it without the inner die to create a panel, or with the inner die to create a frame. So very versatile. We love adding versatility into our die sets when possible. Now the largest die does fit within a standard A2 sized card base, and then you have the two smaller sizes as well. The inner one is a really beautiful label and is really perfect for stamping sentiments to, etc. Now we also have our new fancy rectangle frame die set. This is a 3-piece die set, all rectangles. They've got that lovely design with the more flourishy element on the top and bottom and the two sides, and then the tiny little dots that cut out beautifully. You've got 3 sizes that range from small to large, and the largest die on this set also fits within the confines of an A2 sized card as well. Now finally, we have a new embellishment option that we think you're just going to love. This is our new Dew Drops. They are iridescent. As you can see, they're a little multicolor, but they do look amazing on all projects. That iridescent feel kind of adjusts to the colors around it. So we think you're going to love adding these to all of your projects. And those are the more essential items that you are going to see on a lot of the projects that we share throughout this release video. Let's take a look at a 4-piece product suite called Always Smiling. This suite offers a 4x6 clear stamp set, coordinating die set, coordinating layering stencils, and a matching press plate. This is a really lovely floral bunch or floral branch that we've included. The blooms are extremely whimsical. When you use the stencils, you can blend them in many beautiful different color differentiations. And then, of course, the stamp set has 4 beautiful sentiments on it, very heartfelt, and sentiment types that you've come to expect from Pink Fresh Studio. Now, within the die set, you have a die that cuts out the big floral branch, and then there are 3 dies to cut out the larger sentiments on the stamp set. Basically, the 3 sentiments that have the more scripted font in them. This smaller thanks for all you do does not have a die but can easily be trimmed into a thin strip or used with some type of banner. There is a 5-piece layering stencil set that in the end allows you to ink blend your image as so. Of course, we have the example on the back of the packaging, but you can ink blend to your heart's content with all 72 shades of our premium dye inks and create flower branches of all different types of color combos. Now we have our matching Always Smiling press plate. This is a 4-piece press plate, so it has the floral branch and then the 3 main sentiments included that also have the coordinating dies. Now our press plates can be used on the Spellbinder's Better Press letterpress system and can also be used on your hot foil systems as well. We love a good dual purpose product, and we were absolutely thrilled to find out that press plates could be used for both things. Here is an example featuring the Always Smiling product suite. I foiled this card. Now I used the solid foil plate that we released a while back to do the reverse foiling with the leftover foil and just popped that up or kept it underneath the popped up floral image, pardon me, just as a little bit of added detail and shine. Now you'll notice I also used one of our new essential dyes on this card, which you will see them used frequently as we share projects with all of the new product designs. Now let's take a peek at some more examples with the Always Smiling set from our amazing creative team. Next is our Blooming Arch design. This is a 4-piece product suite that offers a red rubber cling stamp, coordinating layering stencils, a coordinating die set, and a matching press plate set. Now, the red rubber cling stamp has some pop-out elements included on it. This allows you can stamp the image in full with the sentiments, or you can pull those sentiments out and stamp just that lovely arch image by itself. We like to give you the options for that. Now, you can use the 4-piece layering stencil set to color the image in. It will gives you a look like this. Of course, you can use the colors on the back of the packaging, or you can use any colors that you see fit to create your own blooming arch. There is a coordinating die set which cuts out the entire arch image, and then the one larger sentiment that has the scripted word. And then finally, there is a matching press plate with the blooming arch design and that main sentiment as well. This design is so whimsical and lovely, and the designs really turn out lovely. Here is a card I created I foiled with the press plate. I did some solid foiling in the background as well, and then I stamped the sentiment with a nice crisp black stamp. And you can create you can create cards with the image portrait. I chose landscape on this one, and I think it turned out really fun. You don't have to just think of it as an upright arch. You can also think of it just as a really lovely design that can go landscape on your cards as well. Now let's take a look at more examples from our amazing creative team. Next, let's take a look at our new Print Shop Modern Botanicals product suite. This is a 4-piece product suite that offers a red rubber cling stamp, a 1-piece die, coordinating layering stencils, and a matching press plate. Now, the red rubber stamp has all of these beautiful blooms on one stamp. This allows for crisp, perfect stamp impression every time, and also aligns perfectly with that 1-piece die that cuts out all of those flowers with one easy pass through your die cut machine. You don't have to line up a bunch of small dies to get it. You get to line up just the one die, and every single one of those flowers is cut out. It's such an awesome feature. We love 1-piece dies at Pink First Studio when they make sense, and it definitely made sense on the Print Shop Modern Botanicals set. And you have a 3-piece layering stencil set, which allows you to ink blend the flowers as shown. And of course, with all of the products that we offer, you can also color all of these images in any type of medium you prefer, whether that's watercolor, markers, colored pencils, or if your preference is to ink blend with the coordinating stencils. And then finally, we have the matching press plate. It is 1-piece, just like the stamp. All of the florals are included on it, and it aligns perfectly with all of the coordinating items. Now here is a product that, a card that I created featuring the Print Shop Modern Botanical set. It is such a fun set for, so many ways. You can make clusters with the florals. I arranged them in the fancy rectangle frame die that I featured at the beginning of this video, and it just kind of made a really big, nice frame of flowers for that celebrate sentiment. Now let's take a look at some more examples featuring the Print Shop Modern Botanicals from our talented team. Up next is the namesake of our release, Kindness in Bloom. This is a 4-piece product suite. It has a 4x6 clear stamp set, a 1-piece die, coordinating layering stencils, and a matching press plate. Now on the stamp set, you have these lovely floral and greenery images. They're all merged onto one stamp set, making them align easily with the coordinating 1-piece die and the coordinating stencils. There are also 3 really lovely sentiments included on the stamp set. As mentioned, the die is 1 piece, which allows you to cut all of the elements out with just one pass through your die cut machine. Makes it really nice and quick and efficient. This is a 3-piece layering stencil set, and when all is said and done, this is what your images look like when they are blended in. I did want to notate that these are very modern and artistic, and the stencils do not color the images in full. So keep that in mind when you're using the product, and take a look at the mock-up on the back of your packaging to showcase where the stencils actually add color into the floral images and the greenery as well. And then finally, there is the matching press plate. Once again, all of the floral and greenery images are merged onto one press plate, allowing them to easily coordinate with both the stencils and the 1-piece die. So here is a card that I created using the Kindness in Bloom product suite. I've also used a product I'm going to introduce here in just a moment, but these flowers are so great for layering and clustering and adding to your cards in all different ways. So here are some more examples using Kindness in Bloom from our talented team. Take a look at our last 2 product options in the Kindness in Bloom release. Up first is a 3-piece product suite called Framed Art. This offers a 4x6 clear stamp set, layering stencils, and coordinating dies. This is a really fun concept of a set. And on the stamp set, you have this more solid floral print, a floral image and a orange, and then some really fantastic sentiments. Now the coordinating layering stencils are technically cut into 4 pieces, and the bottom ones ink blend in the flower on the left and the orange on the right, and then these elements are more abstract standalone pieces that you ink blend to the frames. Now the die set has the 2 frame options. There's one that's a little bit larger, one that's a little bit smaller. There are these fantastic hanging pieces, and then a coordinating die for the floral or the orange piece. Now let's take a look at the back of the packaging to see all of the different ways that we dreamed up that you could use this set. So for reference, these 2 elements right here are those more abstract pieces or elements that are on the coordinating layering stencils. They ink blend right onto those beautiful frame options. You can also use that standalone floral print that's included on the stamp set, and then of course the floral cluster and the orange cluster as well. Really super fun set, lots of different ways to use it. I did use it on the card you've already seen from the last Kindness in Bloom intro that I gave, but I used that one of those abstract ink blending elements from the stencils in the background of this card. And then finally, we have our mountains and trees products. Now these can be used together, and we showcase on the back of the packaging how to use them together, but they can absolutely also be used separately. Now the trees are our next installment in the innovative stencil and die combo that we have been releasing this year. Now in this set, a lot of times the stencils are what bring the magic to the image, but in this scenario, it's actually the other way around. You use the stencils to ink blend color into the elements, and then you use the die to add all of the details. You notice there are these little triangles on these stencils that coordinate with the die, and this is to help you align that because there are a lot of elements on the die that are solid. And when all is said and done, you have these fantastic trees and little shrubbery and hills to create a fun scene. Now, the mountain stencil set is a standalone layering stencil set. that is 6 pieces, and when all is said and done, you create this really lovely geometric mountain image, which can be used by itself, but it can also be used with the Trees product suite to complement it. Now let's take a look at some more examples from our talented team using these sets. That is our entire Kindness in Bloom release. We hope you love all of these new fun goodies, and we can't wait to see what you create with your favorites. We do have a release blog hop happening today with a ton of inspiration and prizes to be won along the hop, so you'll definitely want to check that out. There is a link to start the hop in the video description below. We also have a grand prize giveaway right here on this YouTube video. All you have to do is let us know in the comments below what your favorites are from this release, and keep in mind that I didn't say you had to pick just one. Well, that is our entire new release. We can't wait to hear what your favorites are, and we can't wait to see what you create.